Whitworth. I'm a Beachbody coach, and I am going to help you navigate Beachbody On Demand. I'm making this video primarily for my clients. I'm going to show you some things that I find to be super useful. So I have logged in, so you can see that it has my name right here. I logged in with my Beachbody email and password, and so I have paid for early access to Lift 4. And so you'll see that on here. If you are like doing a new program and you've paid for early access, it'll show up. So if you see some programs people are doing and you're like, hey, that's not on my bod, then it might be a program that's coming out later and they've just paid for early access. You'll also see when I show you guys the nutrition tab that I've paid for a program called To Be Mindset. And that is a separate nutritional, emotional eating program that you buy separate. And so you'll see that in there, but I've paid extra. Like I bought that program before. So just letting you know that some of the things you see on mine, you may not see on yours, but the basics of it is the same. So right here you see these are my workouts so far this month, this week. It's kind of fun. It'll show you your workouts. And these little bars show you the intensity of the workout that you're doing. So basically this is very, very beginner. This is like, okay, you've got some fitness background. This one will challenge you, and this one is very challenging. So there's not a ton of the Beachbody programs that are like completely undoable. You'll notice this last bar isn't filled like on any of these ones. There's always articles and videos to know and learn about the programs. Okay, so how you find your workouts. This is really fun. So this top little thing, if you're like, man, all I have, excuse me, all I have is 20 minutes today. You can click right here and it will bring up all the workouts that are in that time frame. Isn't that cool? And then over here you can say, I'm a total beginner. I want to do this. Or maybe you're going to get, your mom on board or a teenager that's, not recording. I don't know. But this is really, really helpful, and you can see all the different types of programs that we have. There's a huge yoga studio. It has all types of yoga, not just like a couple classes. It's like a lot of yoga, and you can find all sorts of, like our yoga studio is huge. It's one of my favorite things. All these different types of yoga, prenatal, postnatal, restorative. And when you click on these, it brings up all the workouts that are restorative. Like, there's so much in here, you guys. Like, this is way bigger than a gym, like a normal gym. Like, this would be a massive gym if they offered all these classes. So once you pick a workout, so if I click on workouts, I'm going to go say I'm doing Lift 4. That's what I'm doing right now. So it shows me, it always has a little introduction section. It gives you tips on how to be safe, gives you all the workouts. And then right here is program materials. That's where you're going to find your calendar for the program. Now your calendars are really important because it shows you what workout that you're going to do every day. And the workout programs in Beachbody are designed to help you work out the most effectively, and the most important thing is that it's safe. Like, if you were to do all of these in one day, you would ruin your body. So make sure you find the calendar for your particular program and follow it so that you're doing it safely and you're going to see the results that the particular program promises. So that's under program materials. You'll find the calendar. This particular program has a weight progression tracker because it's a strength building, muscle building program. And then there's the nutrition guides. And inside the nutrition guides is where you can read all about the program, what it's meant to do, basic overviews. It'll give you where you're going to put in your measurements. You're going to take some photos. And then based on this is for the Lift 4 plan, but every program has a little nutrition guide that kind of lets you know how you should be eating for this program to be effective so you don't get too fatigued or feel like you're too full and stuff like that. So this gives you your guidelines on kind of how much you want to be taking of certain things based on your weight. These colors coordinate with these food groups. And you can buy these containers. Again, this is all information for this particular program, and each program comes with their program materials. The next thing I want to show you is this nutrition tab. So I paid for this To Be Mindset program, which is amazing. But I want to show you, there's a whole, they call them channels. Channel about Shakeology. Tons and tons of Shakeology recipes, tons of articles and information about Shakeology, why it is so valuable, why it costs what it does. Like, this is awesome. All these videos, if you're wondering about Shakeology, you're trying it, it's awesome. This one right here, if you're, like I showed you before in that program materials for that Lift 4 program, a lot of the Beachbody programs have little color-coded containers for the food groups. And one of the things the Beachbody is known for is coming out with portion control to help people understand how much of different things they should be eating. And this particular channel has tons and tons of videos. They're like, it's like a cooking show where these Autumn Calabrese and her brother do all these recipes and show you, teach you tips, all this stuff for food prep, how to use knives. Like, she explains how to use the containers really quickly. And then in resources, there's a recipe tip sheet, but this one, this Fixate recipe list, you guys, there's like 285 recipes in here. And what I love about it is that all the recipes, this is like automated, so you can just click on a recipe and it takes you there. So let's go to like vanilla yogurt. And here's the recipe. And then it tells you which container and how much a serving goes for. And over here it'll tell you if it's gluten-free or vegan. And then if you're like, oh, I want to go back to see the recipes, then you just click right here and it takes you all the way back to the recipes. Like, it's so simple, and you can print them and use it, but you can pull this up on your phone, you can use it here. I'll come in here often to get recipes for dinner, but you can see even like the dinner ones, let's do chicken, like it shows. This recipe, one serving will give you half of your veggie, a protein, a blue, and a teaspoon of your healthy fat. So it's super simple. It gives you your nutrition information if you need cholesterol and sodium and calories and that type of stuff. It also tells you like if it's really good for a certain program. This one says it's 80-day obsession approved. 80-day obsession has a pretty scrupulous meal plan, and so it's important for you to understand which ones work really, really well for that, since it's all about time nutrition. So I wanted to show you that. The other thing I want to show you is this community tab. A lot of people don't utilize the community tab as much as they could, but one of my favorite features about the community is that you can get Beachbody expert advice. So if you're like, man, I really wonder about this problem that I have or this particular health issue or something, and you're not sure if your coach can't answer it, or you've searched it, but you really want to talk to a professional in the field. Beachbody only hires professionals, and you can go to official Beachbody advice, and there's a bunch of questions that people have already asked, but over here you can ask a question, and the experts will answer you back. Isn't that cool? So anyway, I think that is really cool. So you can do a fitness expert, a nutrition expert, or just somebody that's on their general expert panel. I think that's awesome. You can even get a community of people if you're a coach or somebody that has a lot of people that work out, that use BOD. You can create a group for yourself of people and talk to them on here. Anyway, so I think that the official Beachbody expert advice is pretty cool. But you can also get in here and see a lot of good information. And then you can go right here to shop for your nutritionals, all sorts of stuff. The blog is super awesome. It's always up to date with relevant fitness information, tons and tons of recipes. You can go right here and get all sorts. I like to use the search bar when, I get a client or, even myself, and I'm like, how much sugar should a kid have in a day? I can type in something like that and find a blog article on it. Like, this is such a wonderful, wonderful resource to have. So anyway, there's tons of resources. When you guys have Beachbody On Demand, like, you're getting a gym, you're getting nutritional experts, you're getting professional dietitian, like, meal plans put together. You're getting all the recipes, hundreds and hundreds of recipes. Like, we looked at the Fixate one, but every, like, different workout program materials, also, they have little recipes in their program materials. So there's recipes there as well. Anyway, I just think this is a huge, huge resource, totally affordable for what it is, and I love it, as you can tell. I hope this was helpful.
Hello.